What's up, guys? Right here at Spirit Halloween in Warren, Michigan. This used to be a CVS pharmacy. Let's go inside and see what they got. This might be a smaller store, I don't know, but let's see who's greeting us on the inside. The Crypt Countess and Jack, and they have no setup here hardly, but that's okay. We're gonna do the Crypt Countess first. If she will work, maybe not. That's a bummer. Let's see if Jack works. Maybe neither of them are on. Ooh, he works. There we go.
I follow you around every dark.
And he does follow you. He has tracking. And that little sensor on his finger. With your glasses off, though, I have to take my glasses off to get him to follow me. Kind of a small store. They've got some shirts over here. They're missing a bunch of them, so they might still be stocking up. And this spot right here looks like they might get Young He. What in the world? They have Young He inflatables here for $150. That's the first time we're seeing that. Lights up with bright LED lights, quickly inflates, and indoor and outdoor use. She doesn't move at all, she doesn't make any sounds, but that is awesome. First time we're seeing this thing. Already seeing new stuff, even in a small store. Somebody showed me new ghost face masks that are coming soon, but I haven't seen them yet, and so far all they have here are the pink bling ghost face masks. Before we go look at, oh look, they do have this set up over here. Awesome, we'll go check that out in a minute, but first I see these life-size proton packs, and I heard they're going to be upgrading these. These are $250. I think that's the same one that I got last year. What in the world? There's the gun on that one, and this one doesn't have it, so yes, that's a new one. Look at that. The difference on the packages right there. How cool. So this one must be the upgraded version. Let's see how much that one is. Also $250. I wonder what the real differences are. I'll have to take a closer look at that online. Pretty cool though. I love the Ghostbusters stuff. All right, I hear some guys going off over here already, but here's Bullseye. See how loud he is today.
My grandma can throw better than you.
You can hear him pretty well this time. My dad actually told me his speaker is behind this big target, and that's why it's always so hard to hear him. But these are the knives for when you're throwing the knives at him. He's pretty cool. A lot of people like him. Here's Valak. Let's see if she'll jump at us. Maybe not. Actually, it looks like... Oh, there she goes. She's silent, but still jumped. That is funny. That would definitely scare you. All right, Headcase Harry is over here. We'll see if he's on the button. Push. Yes, he is.
You know that every clown is mad? Yes, indeed. Now come closer. It's our little trust experiment. The best things in life usually come in pairs. So take a candy and get the second one for free.
Two Scoops' cousin right there. Here is the sinister straw man. He is $330. Nice and loud. I love that.
Not everyone who does gets to live to tell about it.
That's my favorite quote from him too. Here is Trick or Treat Pete for $240. Did they increase or decrease the price on him? I feel like I paid more than that, but I don't know, and I don't see a step pad for him, so he might not be working right now, but that's okay. You put the candy up here in his hat, and then as that thing spins around, the candy drops out of his mouth into the bowl. And wait a minute, here's a step pad. Will he work? Maybe, maybe not. No, I don't think he will. Let's see if Mr. Owl will work. Hello, Mr. Owl. No? What in the world? It's a cool store, but all the animatronics are off. Who's over here? We got the jumping spider. Please work. $100. Yes, sort of, kind of, not really. We'll give him a little pet anyways. Good to see you, Mr. Jumping Spider. Must be taking a nap right now. And we woke him up, poor guy. Here is the fire demon.
I have risen from the dark pit of despair.
His arms are not working right now. Usually they're closed and then they open up whenever he starts talking. Gives us a good look at his chest, though. It burns inside me. That's hilarious. All right, this guy is Monkey Business for $330, and he is working right now. I can hear his sounds going. This is his whistling. What in the world? The scarecrow went off back there. Love that one. One of my favorites this year. And Back Ben Bonnie's already going, so we'll just get a nice look at her face, crackling with her light-up eyes. That's my favorite part about her, is her crackling and the light-up eyes. Here's the ISC. Sometimes I forget to go inside the train, but not today. What an awesome setup. All right, the phone does work. It makes some sounds. You guys can check that out yourself. And this works. And the speedometer works. That is so awesome. All the buttons here. There's a zombie fly for us. And here is a map. Terror Station, Killzone Station, Spirit Station Z, Skull Lake Station. There's tons of little Easter eggs in this entire setup here. Like, look at this. I think that says zombie. There's a skull right there. There's all kinds of graffiti on here. And you can actually find animatronic names. Like, if we go over here, what does that one say? I can't even read that one. Something lives. I don't know what it says. This one over here. This one's harder to read than the other ones, but there's all kinds of graffiti here. You can see animatronic names on there. Here is the electrified corpse, $150. I set him up, and he's awesome. Awesome lights on him. He goes great with the live wires, and he's a very easy setup too. And here is the scary sitting scarecrow, and sometimes you can sit next to him and then stand up and he'll go off. But he might be connected to that step pad out there. We might even step on it again and see if he works. Here is the mutant sewer rat for $230. A nice close-up on his nose. I love him. Light up eyes. Those are awesome. Let's step on this step pad and see if the scary sitting scarecrow goes off again. Ready? Step, and then we'll go over here.
Ready for the surprise?
Maybe not. Somehow we got him to go off. Oh well, let's go around and see what stuff they have on the floor for sale. I'm not seeing any animatronics, so let's go ahead and look at the other products here. They are definitely still stocking up. But look at this, they have a Pennywise plush. I haven't seen that yet this year, and that is $30. I love it. I just watched that for the first time the other day, believe it or not. Here's the pink Ghostface plush. I think that's a popular one this year. Ghostface is always popular. He is $30 with the heart eyes that are glittery. Tons of empty spaces to continue filling them up with new products. They have a bunch of the plush spiders. We didn't see very many of them last year, so I'm glad we're seeing them now. Purple ones and the black ones there. This down here I think is a new blanket from Chucky, seed of Chucky actually. And there's the baby with the rattle. That is too cool. And then Chucky and Tiffany there looking at the baby. That is $35. I love the blankets. I was gonna go look at the inflatables first, but actually look, I saw a new item, Spirit branded creepy hand decor set. That is pretty cool. Those look like witches' hands. You can put them coming out of the wall and they are $25, or you can sit there and put your keys on them. That's awesome. And they have a bunch of light up Oogie Boogies here. Please let one work for me. No, it seems like they are all out of battery, but they are very cool. We haven't seen any new bobbleheads yet, but look at this. They have a bunch of, wait, what are these? I thought they were string lights. They're actually shower curtain holders. There's ghosts, spider webs, moons and stuff. There's moths there, and there's crows. That is too cool if you want to decorate your bathroom for Halloween. There's a crow bath mat and bloody feet bath mat right there. I see the Michael Myers Halloween 2 neon LED light up sign. That is great. Chucky right there. This is a new one for 2025. That one is $50. I love the LED lights. I want to get a bunch of them. Do they have any more back here? It doesn't look like it, but they will probably get some more in later. Okay, I see they had the tied up Chucky doll here. He's actually not as hard to find as I thought he was going to be. So if you want him, they have two of him here. He is $100. I've heard stores tell me that he sells out extremely quick, but I've seen a few of him so far. They also have Glenn. A lot of people wanted him last year. And then Glenda. There's Megan dolls here, Annabelle dolls. They actually are really well stocked in the Chucky stuff. So if you're looking for them, they have them. And they have two of the atomic ray guns here. We got one of those last year. And look at the side steppers. We haven't seen this guy in forever. Billy Butcherson. Oh, he almost worked. Oh, weird. His eyes light up, but he doesn't work. There's Sam. He doesn't work. Maybe we can get Gizmo. Yes. Gizmo right there. There's a Chucky down here. Will he work? Oh, we have to pull the tab on him. Maybe we'll do it. We like Chucky. We've seen him a million times, so if you can't get that pulled out, we won't worry about it. There we go. He works.
It's showtime.
Love Chucky. And this one is the Terrifier. I think this was new last year. I don't think it's a 2025 one. $33 for him. Let's get him going. He won't work. He won't work. There must be a pull tab. Here is one animatronic on the floor for sale, the Night Owl. That's the only one I've seen so far for sale, but they do have the Pumpkin Pile here. That's a new one for 2025. Hooks up to a fog machine, and the fog comes out of his eyes. That's $100. I think that's a great price. I love that. Goes great with the fogging skull pile. I see tons of awesome things over here, but first let's go over to the babies. They they have a bunch of them here. Gutsy Gwen is up there. We won't push a button because he's all the way up there. They have 2 Chuckies here. That's brand new for 2025. They have Ghostly Gus. He is $50. Scary Strawberry here. My dad calls him Chubby Bubby. I love the glass. That is awesome. They have the Terrifier. A lot of people are looking for him. They have 2 of them here. They have 2 Frankenstein's monster, 2 Scheming Sally, and they have the Crawling Claudette. Is that her name? Yes, Crawling Claudette. Let's get her crawling. Here she goes. No, it's not gonna work. Neither is that one. They must already be... Oh wait, there's a pull tab. We're gonna go ahead and pull it because people are gonna do it anyways. Here she goes. Let's get her crawling. Yes. I love the sound she makes. My daughter would love this. That is awesome. I hear enough crying at home though. And then they have Barbara Wire here. Look at this. They have all kinds of awesome things here. Okay, let's start with Sadistic Sadie. She's new for 2025. 4 lines, creepy laughing noises. Arms can be posed. She's 2 feet tall. They have 2 Grave Watchers. There's some more animatronics. 3 actually. I guess you would count Sadistic Sadie as an animatronic too. I hope we get to see her set up at some point. I'd love to see her set up in a store. They have 2 of the 3-piece stacking ghosts. That's new for 2025. And look at this Dagger Mike, the plush. Oh, and they got a pull tab. They must have just opened because they have a ton of things in here that you would expect to be sold out already. He does his laughing and his yelling just like his animatronic. They have the pathway. Oh, yes. I've been looking for this. The 4-piece candy corn pathway markers. And look at the faces on there. Let's see what it does. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's a pull tab. Oh, my gosh. That is fantastic. I love it. And they have 1, 2, 3 of them here. That is so cool. They light up really well too. I love that they put scary faces on there and sounds instead of just making regular normal candy corn. And they have the doll pathway markers with the green light up eyes and the zombie one that does also make sounds. That's one of my favorites, but now that is my all-time favorite pathway marker. What do they have over here for inflatables? A bunch of them, including it. They have a 12-foot Pennywise here. I have not seen that in so long. How cool. Man, this store rocks. That is 180 doll hairs, and he has a little pumpkin down there, jack-o'-lantern at his feet, and he's holding Georgie's little boat. They also have Sam here. What in the world? This store is awesome. 8-foot Sam with his trick-or-treat bag and the lollipop. Very cool. They have 2 Pennywise here actually, and then the ghost face. I don't know if it's on clearance, but it was last year. I inflated that recently. I love it. They have 2 hearses, 2 snakes. They have the jack-o'-lantern archway, scary clown archway. I haven't seen that in a long time too. 12 feet tall, mini jack-o'-lantern, mini skeleton, small jack-o'-lantern stack, wolves, cats, ghosts. They even have rats here. More ghosts. That one's a 4-foot. That one's 8-foot. Animated pumpkin cat. That one goes up and down. He's $50. Gargoyles and the pumpkin scarecrow. That one's not animated and it's $40. And they have 2 dual mask inflatables here and a bunch of the Reapers. Man, this place is loaded. I've got a handful of pull tabs here because I don't like to leave garbage everywhere. But look at this. They have Edith Bright, the fogging urn. There's no try me button, but it lights up purple and you can hook up fog to that. That is super cool. Might have to get that at some point. This is not new, but it deserves a mention. The fly around bat. When I was a kid, I always wanted one of these. You put him on a string and then he flies around in circles. That is $10. Not bad at all. And then the dropping spider would go great with him. Also has a string and drops down to spook you. $20 for that one. And over here they have the hanging rats with no jaw. I love those. And a bunch of our other friends, including some crows. All right. I think I bought 1 or 2 of those last year. This is funny. There's a 4-pack tombstones here, and this one says, meh, game over. Here's the yard sign packs. We saw these already, but they are new for 2025. This one has a bunch of creepy signs, and if you look on the back, it shows you what all they have in there. $17. And this one has the Reaper and a couple other creepy signs. That one has a goblin. I love that. The zombie hands is probably my favorite one. And then they have the pumpkins and the ghosts, and they usually have the silly ones and the scary ones, but I only see the silly ghosts and the scary pumpkins. This place is so loaded. They have so many things here. They've got the flaming cauldrons here. They have tombstone rockers here, both of the activation buttons, corner body bags. We'll do a quick look for the new Jason mask, and they do not have it. I am looking for it at every single store. We'll keep our eyes peeled. I see something new right there, but first let's take a look at the door covers and see if there's anything new. It doesn't look like it, but they have all of our favorites here. You can slow this down and look at those if you want. But right over here they have a new weapon. Finally, I'm so glad to see a new weapon. 27 doll hairs, a cricket bat. That is awesome. I really like that. That's too cool. They definitely need to keep doing more weapons. As we're passing this again, we'll take a look at the busts. They have plenty of the new ones. Those are all new for 2025. Here's a new Terrifier jersey. That is hilarious, and that one is $35. Not too bad. The number on the back is 9 and it says Art the Clown. And just because we pointed out another jersey, here's the Ghost Ghostface jersey. I believe they've had that one for a few years now. That says Ghostface. The number is 96. I haven't seen any new Poppy Playtime costumes, but they do have Boxy Boo here. That one's kind of hard to find. And they have Huggy Wuggy and Killy Willy. This store rocks. We saw this mug already, the Ghostbusters He Slime Me mug. I'm definitely going to grab that one at the end of the year. But they also have a Freddy Fazbear mug right there. And I think this one is new for 2025. Halloween 2, the pumpkin with the skull face. I have that one. I definitely need to keep growing my mug collection. I think this is new. Light Up Ghosts? Let's see if he works. Might have to put some batteries in him. Let's see if this one will work. No? Actually, yeah, no. There's no batteries in there. But I'd love to see that working. They also have the axes in here. Will that work? Yes. Spooky sounds on that one. And they have the knives. Also has spooky sounds like screaming. And the cats. That's one of my favorites. Plenty of the horror babies here. They have a ton of Art the Clowns. Somebody keeps asking me to find them. I found them many times. $15 a piece for those. Ghostface, Michael Myers, Sam, and they have one Leatherface and one Pennywise. And below them, they have a ton of the head knockers. Are these actually called head knockers? No, they're similar to the head knockers that you see at like Target. But these are solar bobbleheads, and they have all kinds of characters. They even have a ton of Pennywise. I'm pretty sure that one's new for 2025, unless I just didn't see him last year. Bunch of Jason. They even have some of the Freddys. I'm gonna start checking this area because somebody told me that they're gonna have some Spirit Halloween coloring books, and if I could find one, I'll definitely grab it. That would be awesome to have. Look at this. They have devil horns here, tons of the bag clips, and looky here, they have the figural bag clip Ghost Spirit Halloween. It's not a series unless they want to consider this series 1, but they have a bunch of little ghost ones. There's some SpongeBob ones. Awesome. Wait a minute, we found something excellent. A Spirit Halloween Jenga set. Oh my gosh, my wife's gonna kill me if I buy this. $35, not too bad, but I might have to buy it. That's gonna be a tough one. You know what? We'll wait. I hope we see some more of these somewhere else. So they have Spirit Halloween Monopoly, and now they have Jenga as well. That is too cool. Look at the blocks there. They got Jack's face on there and the Spirit Halloween logo. Black and orange. That is awesome. And if you like the Halloween games, they also have some games right here that are kind of easy to miss because they're so small. But here's a Spirit branded Halloween history trivia game. That would be cool to have, and it's only $5 too. Test your Halloween knowledge and learn something new with these Halloween trivia questions. That'd be cool to do on live stream. Maybe I'll do that. And then they also have serial killer trivia game and horror movie trivia game. Ooh, that would be cool. Also $5. Not bad. I was looking at those and then I saw this out of the corner of my eye. It's the Megan doll box. That is cool. We've seen the regular Megan costume, but this one's awesome. Comes with the doll box, and that is $30. That's not bad at all. Oh, is that just the box? Yeah, that's just the box, and then you have to buy the costume separate. And look up front here, they have two of the teddy bears. This store has everything. $37 a piece for him. Everybody's going nuts about the price of him. I think it's not a bad price for what he is. It's kind of a collectible item. And look at this. They have purple, pink, and blue spider webs. It's kind of like cotton candy. That would go great if you have like clowns and you're going to do a circus theme. That is $17. I thought that store was going to be small and not have much. It was actually an awesome store and they had a ton of cool new things. But wait, if you've watched this long, I'm going to surprise you with an unannounced pumpkin with some stickers in there. There's 3 stickers in here, and I'm putting him right here. The doors are right over there, and I'm gonna hide him amongst the mulch right there. Come and find him and get some stickers.